This is Hayden from Massey at CTV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined here in Bolton by Joe Gallagher. Joe, how are you doing today?
I'm okay, mate. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So obviously, very busy weekend for yourself. Macaulay McGowan obviously on Friday fighting for the European. Jack Massey on Saturday fighting for the European. Jack got the win, unfortunately Macaulay didn't. How did you sort of evaluate the whole weekend?
Yeah, listen, it was up and down. We had Mikey Talon start out on the Friday night, boxed very well over 6 rounds. He's ready to push on again now. I think he's 5 or 6-0. Then we had Macaulay McGowan stepping up in class. He acquitted himself very well. He was in the fight for 7-8 rounds, but the champion showed his class. And I think the scorecard 117, 111, 116, 112 was a fair reflection. The others were a bit too wide. Well, Macaulay now, that's 2 European champions he's fought, Tyler Dene and Abbas, and maybe now and then performances he'll get a shot at a British title, whether it's super welterweight or middleweight. Then we're straight down to London then, and then we've got Jack Massey going into his opponent's back garden and like I say, winning the European and the Commonwealth title in a good fight where people say it was level after 8, but then Jack put his foot down and boxed smart then, kept it long range and won the remaining rounds to become the new cruiserweight champion.
Definitely. Then obviously here today, you're here for Clark Smith. He was meant to be fighting on the Paul Butler card a couple of weeks ago now for the IBO. That fight unfortunately fell through. What was the reason for that main event fall through?
It was the opponent. He had his MRI scan, his bloods, his eyes, but he never had an MRA scan. That's something new that the board come in, that the foreign fighters have to have, and they never had it over there in Dominican, and when they came here there wasn't a quick enough turnaround time, so we had to cancel the show. That's something we're looking at in the future of rescheduling with a new date.
Definitely. And then obviously, last month Lawrence Okolie, he picked up world title at Bridgerweight. How's he sort of been getting on, and when do you think he'll next be out?
Well, Lawrence is, like I said, in my opinion, it was a very good performance. He had to do what he had to do. He made a statement, and he's put himself in that heavyweight mix now. I'd like to see him either a defence or a unification at Bridgerweight, and then a chance for him to get in amongst the heavyweights that are over there in Saudi at the moment. Lawrence has said he'd love to fight Joe Parker. That's a good fight. Some good fights out there for Lawrence. So. He's enjoying gym. He flew over to cheer on stablemate Jack Massey at the weekend, which was massive for the team. And he's back over there in Dubai. Social media posts, he's out punching, and he's loving boxing again. He's got his WBC belt. He's smiling. He's happy, and we can't wait to get him back in camp.
Definitely. So one thing I sort of want to ask, just out of curiosity, is how did you first sort of get into boxing training?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Boxing training. I was an amateur boxing coach, and then I always used to help out at my old amateur club with Jimmy Egan in Wythenshawe, and then I went to Massey boxing there, and then Phil Martin. I was boxing there, and then he asked me to take over coaching the amateurs there, and that was back in '92. So I was an amateur coach from '92 to 2001. I had kids win medals at the Worlds. Joe Murray went to the Olympics. We won ABAs, everything else, and then I turned pro in 2001, and the rest is history, as I say.
100%. And then last one for me, obviously Natasha Jonas, she fought at the start of the year against Michaela Mayer, won the decision. When do you think we can sort of next expect to see her out?
Well, we did really want to see her out in the summer. She really wanted to fight in May, June. She wanted to fight before her birthday, which was yesterday. And it hasn't happened. There's been talks about a rematch with Michaela Mayer that we're going well. Everything seems to be agreed for whatever reason now. That hasn't happened. So she's going to have a break, have a holiday now, and then see what they have to offer her in the end of the year. It's a little bit disappointing, really. She's frustrating Natasha and a little bit down about it because she really did want to fight. She knows she hasn't got much time left in her career, and she didn't want to spend it on the sideline.
Yeah, definitely. Joe, thank you very much for your time. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.